here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review for you guys of the SH Figuarts Star Wars The Mandalorian Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. We will take a look at paint apps, sculpt, and articulation, and most importantly, the accessories. Done some Mandalorian lines before. You're going to check those links in the description below, and you can check out the card at the upper right hand corner, so that way you guys can see the other SH Figuarts reviews I did from The Mandalorian. Now, with all that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, and then let's take a look at those size comparisons. So here are our size comparisons. For this SH Figuarts. We have the ImagineWorks Goku of our left. We have the SH Figuarts saying Raised on Earth Goku. We have the Marvel Legends Deadpool. We have the Hasbro Lightning Collections Gold Ranger, and then we have a NECA Predator. So you can see that this Mandalorian here stands fairly tall compared to the other figures I have here, so that way you can kind of make a little diorama set for whichever way you want to do it, or whatever your imagination wants to take you. You should be able to appropriately put them in a diorama with appropriately sized figures. So now let's get to that. Let's get to the actual review. Now we have the figure in hand, and we'll go over the review. Now he's in a nice dark like navy blue armor set here, and the paint looks really nice. You can see that most likely this plastic that's here, you know, on pieces that looks like they were added, were more likely molded in that plastic, because I'm pretty sure these come off at some point. You could probably peel them off. They probably click in, they glued them. And then we have the brown, we have some browns, we have some dingy yellows or caution yellow, and then, you know, they also did some battle damage along the side. You can see that the Beskar here, it being painted to that color, you can see it seeping through all the battle damage he has throughout the figure. We also have a blaster hole here on his shoulder pad, and then we also have the scuff marks, and also on his helmet he has some scuff marks. So they really paid attention to detail. I watched the show. I don't know if he actually had all this battle damage because there was so much action going on. I didn't pause frame by frame to take a look at it. He has this hard plastic loincloth for the back to hide his buttocks. But yeah, I mean, the aesthetics of this figure are really pleasing to me. In my eye. We also have the Mandalorian logo here, and we got some silver accents on the helmet that I didn't see at first. And then this little piece right here plugs in his jetpack that we'll go over on the accessories. It just plugs right in, no big deal. And as for accessories, this guy has very limited, but for it being a very sought after figure, I know once everybody saw the heavy armored Mando, he was someone that he was going to be a figure that was going to be made immediately, and then he was also going to be something that everybody wanted. Now let's take a look at the detail of the belt. We can see there's some yellows, there's some blacks, light browns, we can see some more blacks. They utilized a lot of colors for this character to be able to give you a good variety and range of the detail from the show, obviously. And you know, these are all things that would probably be on a Mandalorian, because they have a lot of pouches for gadgets and reloading, you know, their weapons and things like that. Now, for paint apps and aesthetics, this is a very nice figure. I feel that the armor and the color just seems dull to me. I wish it had more of a shine, maybe. Shading, I don't think you would really need shading too much, but I don't know, it just feels dull to me. This feels like a cheap figure that you could get for like 20 bucks, and this figure costed way more than that, because obviously it's a import, and two, it's a Star Wars figure. So I don't know, I didn't get the Hasbro version of this figure. If you guys have, let me know in the comments below if he looks any different from this, or is he better. But I feel that the blue that they used, I mean, it's correct, but I don't know, I just wanted more to make it pop. This feels really muted, and that's, I think, what my issue is. It just feels really muted. I think they could have done something to make it more premium, to make it feel more worth the money. But yeah, I mean, at least we got this figure. Now let's go into everybody's favorite portion, and obviously you've been waiting for it, the articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, 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 bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, diaphragm joint back, forward, side to side, waist swivel, leg kicks forward, leg kicks back, swivel, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge, rocker, toe hinge. Now, the heavy armored Mandalorian for this review comes with literally 3 pairs of hands. You have his two-fisted hands that were on him. I didn't take them off because obviously everybody's seen two-fisted hands. We have slightly open hands. And then we have some gripping hands because he does have some gripping items for his accessories that we'll go over. But that's it. And to be honest, I know this figure has some price to it. And I know it's probably because of due to the amount of armor that's around him. But to give us just multiple, I mean, they could have went wild with the imagination and given us some more accessories. But let's continue. Now, here are the rest of the accessories. He does come with a stand. Just get that out of the way. This package, it's inside because, you know, depending on you putting all this stuff, he might be a little off balance. But this is what he comes with. So we have his jetpack, which was what was mounted with his machine gun here. And you can see the nice different colors they have. I mean, we got some yellows, we got some reds, we got some grays. It looks really nice. There's some peg holes at the bottom because that's what these blast effects are for. They just peg in at the bottom to make it look like he has liftoff. Now, I don't think they go in any specific way. I think they just need to peg in. It is a tight fit, so I'd be careful with anything that has a peg like this. Be very careful when pegging it in because, well, it's kind of odd. Maybe they're meant for, okay, so it might be for Pacific sides. That's pretty interesting. Never seen that done. I don't see a left or right on it, but that's what it looks like it was. So they'll just peg in. There you go. You have that. Now this machine gun here has a port at the bottom, so you can plug that in. So it can be attached to it just like it would be belt fed. You know, it's laser, so I don't know what they used as for ammo because you never see any of them reload in a Star Wars film. And then you can get the accuracy you needed to be able to have him hold this. So obviously he holds it here, and he also holds it here at this section. Now the paint apps for the machine gun look pretty dull. I mean, the only thing that has some nice shading and some good color is the barrel itself. So you can see that yourself. But as for the rest of the part, it's just, you know, muted gray plastic. I mean, there is some shine to it, but it's just, I feel that they could have done more. And then we have this blast effect here. They could go into one of these pipes. I don't know which one, but I seen it in the manual. I know it could fit in one of these to make it look like it's blasting off. That's kind of odd because it did show that this can go in there. Or is it supposed to just go in the middle? Nope. Oh, I guess, yeah, he could do that. So there you have that. So you just put it in between the 4.3 barrels and it kind of balances itself there. I mean, there are holes in the 3 barrels, but as you stick this through, it doesn't go that far or it's too tight of a fit. So I don't think it's any of these that are supposed to fit through there. Oh, well, there's that one there. So you have some options. And last but not least, you have his blade. There's no place to sheath it anywhere that I could see, which was pretty interesting. But it has some nice silvers. We have some grays, and we have some, you know, goldish tones. And it's a nice little detail that I didn't even know was in the show, to be 100% honest. But those are all the accessories for this figure. Now let's go through my final thoughts. Now we got to the portion of my final thoughts. Now this is a very nice figure, but for the price, I feel that they could have probably sold it for about maybe $40 cheaper. That's just my opinion. You guys tell me otherwise with the amount of accessories that came in here. I know the paint apps is very important, but for the price point that it is, I don't believe that it should have been at that point. Now, I just want to let you guys know of something to be very careful for. You could probably see it. I'll zoom in on it. But if you look right here, you can see that that piece came unhinged. It plugs into a port right here at the back. I guess it had maybe some glue on it. That's how you normally would have him hold this machine gun anyway. So just keep that in mind and be careful with that. That did come off. And when putting it on, the figure, put the hand on first and then plug it in. Don't do it like I was doing it, forcing it on, and it ended up coming off. So that way you don't mess up your figure, but some Gorilla Glue or hot glue should be enough to be able to secure that. It's not broken. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now, its size as well. It's a big, thick figure. It does feel quality. I can't go wrong. I can't, deny that portion of it, but this is a very nice figure. If you are a huge Star Wars fan and you also like the show, The Mandalorian, I definitely would pick up this figure if you haven't already. So with that being said, guys, I really appreciate all your support. Please remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so that way you guys don't miss any new videos from your favorite action figure collector and reviewer. And I would like to see you guys on the next review.